Hello everyone, this is Princess Anime 64 and welcome back to my character analysis series. In this video, we are going to be talking about Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX. Now, if you have been playing Opera Omnia since the first anniversary, you may remember that Beatrix was a global first character. That means she came to the global side of Opera Omnia before JP got her. So now she's coming back, but it's more as an event character. So it's almost like the global, the first year anniversary never happened or something. But I'm still going to go over her and talk about what she does as well as her extensions and what her EX Plus does as well. So let's get started. So looking at Beatrix's profile, her crystal affinity is red and she uses broadswords. Her spears are A, B, and D, and her roles are magic, attacker, support, and battery. At level 1, she has 950 HP, an initial brave of 160, max bravery of 525, her attack is 175, and her defense is 210. At level 70 with fully equipped gear, she has 5,319 HP, 1,939 initial brave, 3,697 max brave, 860 attack, and 1,514 defense. So as for her overall stats, her high points is definitely her attack, her speed, her max brave, and her defense. Her initial brave is on the neutral side, and then her lowest stat, her lowest stat is her HP. So looking at Beatrix's skills, her first skill is the Saint Cloth. This raises the party's brave based on her max brave, and it also raises the party's defense for 6 turns. And her second skill is called Thunder Slash. It's a Thunder Magic Brave HP attack that grants the party noble loyalty for 3 turns. It becomes Thunder Slash Plus when the party has 9 or more buffs. Thunder Slash Plus, it's basically 3 hits instead of just 1. And as for the noble loyalty buff, this will raise the max bravery and attack, and it also reduces bravery damage taken. Then we have her Crystal 65 ability, which is HP Heal Attack All. This slightly restores the party's HP, and it slightly raises the party's attack for 5 turns. So now looking at the extension, so for Saint Cloth, she gets +2 uses. It improves the Brave gain based on max Brave, and it improves the defense boost effect. It triggers a 2-hit Magic Brave HP attack after use and has a 120% max Brave overflow. So when the party has 6 or more buffs, HP attack becomes HP attack plus, which is a Magic Brave HP attack that raises allies' brave based on HP damage dealt. And then when the party has 9 or more buffs, HP attack plus will now get a double plus, where it adds 2 brave hits, it adds greater brave potency, and it adds a 120% max overflow. So now we're going to talk about Thunder Slash, and there's definitely a lot to go through for this one. So Thunder Slash adds 3 brave hits. It moderately raises total brave potency. Brave hits are AoE, and it raises brave damage on single targets. It has a 150% max brave overflow, and it extends noble loyalty duration by 2 turns. So with Thunder Slash Plus, it adds 6 brave hits. It's the same thing though, but it just adds 6 brave hits, and it has a 180% max brave overflow. So when the party has 6 or more buffs, Brave Attack will become Brave Attack Plus, which is just a Magic Brave attack that adds 2 brave hits with greater brave damage, and it raises the party's bravery based on attack before attacking. So then with 9 or more buffs, Brave Attack Plus will get a Double Plus, which is 3 brave hits with greater total brave potency, and the bravery gained by party has a 120% max brave overflow. So now we're going to look at Beatrix's gear. So her 15 CP is the Iron Sword. This makes it when using Saint's Cloth. It improves the brave gain based on defense. It grants HP regen to the party for 9 turns, and it improves the defense buff and extends its duration. Then we have her 35 CP weapon, which is the Ice Brand. This makes it that when using Thunder Slash or its plus variant, it raises the brave potency and improves and extends noble loyalty buff. Next up, we have her EX weapon, which is Save the Queen. This will grant her the EX ability Clim Hazard, which is a 4-hit AoE Magic Brave HP attack that grants Sworn General for 3 turns. HP damage is split and deals more brave damage to single targets. When the party has 9 or more buffs, it becomes Clim Hazard Plus, which does 8 hits and has a 150% max brave overflow. And as for the Sworn General buff, it raises max brave and attack. Then we have her 35 CP armor, which is the Mithril Gloves. This will add 220 to her max brave and 84 to her defense. Now as for what artifact passives you want to go for, it honestly varies though. I mean, you do obviously want to go with like attack and max brave if you're really into that stuff, but initial brave also helps out as well, since that does synergize well with Bravery Saint Cloth. But the one that a lot of players really run on her is the Continent's Finest boost. That's her Crystal 50 passive, and it raises the party's attack and defense by 5%, while Noble Loyalty is active. This is if you want to go for like a more sorry about that. If you wanted to go for like a more supportive build, then yeah, you could go with like lots of attack 108s, max brave 330 with Continent's Finest. But if you wanted her to be more on the offensive side, you could go with like attack 108 with Bravery Saint Cloth, or max brave 330 with Mighty Thunder Slash, or go with something like initial brave 170 with Bravery Saint Cloth. Alright, now for the EX passive. So at 1 out of 3, she will get Clim Hazard Power, which raises Brave damage when using Clim Hazard or Clim Hazard Plus. At 2 out of 3, she gets Clim Hazard Buff Long, which extends the Sworn General buff duration by 3 turns. And then at 3 out of 3, she gets Clim Hazard Recast Up, which raises recast speed. Alright, now we're going to talk about the realized passives, and bear with me on the first one because there's definitely a lot to go through for this. So at 0 out of 3, she gets Clim Hazard Force Buff Up Thunder Slash Recovery plus. So this makes it that when using Clim Hazard Plus, or Clim Hazard Plus, it raises its Brave potency, it improves Sworn General's effects, and recovers 1 use of Thunder Slash up its initial value. When the party has 12 or more buffs, Clim Hazard Plus will have a double plus variant, which triggers twice. It has greater Brave potency, and it raises Brave damage. It raises Brave based on 30% of HP damage dealt after the first attack. And it also turns Brave Attack Plus, Double Plus into Brave Attack Triple Plus, which is 4 magic Brave attacks with higher Brave potency, and it raises the party's bravery based on attack, and the Brave raised has a 120% max overflow. Just to continue, so with HP Attack Plus or Double Plus, it will become HP Attack Triple Plus, which is a 3-hit Magic Brave HP attack with greater potency. It has a 120% max overflow, and it raises the party's Brave based on HP damage dealt. So then at 1 out of 3, Beatrix will get Resolute Oath Extend Attack Boost Up, which raises max Brave and attack. And at 2 out of 3, she gets Saint Cloth and Thunder Slash and Clim Hazard Buff Star. This will grant an extra large defense boost. It grants HP regen, and Noble Loyalty and Sworn General for 6 turns when the quest starts. Alright, so at 3 out of 3, she gets Clim Hazard Force Advanced Paladin's Protection Plus, and this is a really good bonus too. So with Clim Hazard, it raises Brave potency and it adds a 150% max overflow. When using Clim Hazard, its plus or its double plus variant, HP attack will change into HP Attack Plus and Double Plus. Sorry, let me start over for a moment. So after using Clim Hazard Plus, it turns HP Attack Plus, Double Plus, and Triple Plus into Paladin's Protection after use. And what Paladin's Protection is, it's a 3-hit Magic Brave HP attack with greater Brave potency. It has a 120% max overflow. It raises the party's bravery based on HP damage dealt, and it grants Paladin's Protection for 1 turn. And then it turns back. Wait, hold on. Let me. Alright, so just to continue off. So Paladin's Protection. It turns back into HP Attack Plus or Double or Triple Plus after the use, or if conditions are met. It otherwise goes back into HP Attack. And then Paladin's Protection, it grants a full defense from HP damage, so it's 100% defense. And it can't be extended and doesn't stack with the same buff. Then we have her bonus spear, which is Critical Boost All Long. It's a D spear that makes it when dealing a critical hit. It raises the party's max Brave by 5% for 6 turns. So this is the banner that will be featuring Beatrix's gear. Now, when she first came to Global, the synergy characters included were Terra and Kryl, but now it's going to be different. Now it's going to include Vanille and Steiner, who is also getting an EX at this time. So Steiner's EX is called the Defender, and honestly it looks like a butcher knife to me, but it grants him the EX ability called Stock Break. This raises his Brave based on the party's total max Brave, and then follows up with a 5-hit AoE melee bravery attack, followed by a single target HP attack. It deals more damage to humanoid enemies, and it deals more Brave damage to single targets. It has a 120% max overflow and deals 50% splash damage. So looking at Steiner's EX passives, at 1 out of 3 he gets Stock Break Power, which raises Brave damage. At 2 out of 3 he gets Stock Brave Buff Plus, which grants Captain of the Pluto Knights for 6 turns. Captain of the Pluto Knights will raise Steiner's attack, and it raises the party's max Brave. And then at 3 out of 3 he gets Stock Break Recast Up, which raises the recast speed for Stock Break. So now for the realized passives, at 0 out of 3, he gets Stock Break Brave Up All Force Plus Plus. This will raise the party's Brave based on the party's total max bravery, and it raises Brave potency. When Knight's Oath is active, Bravery Attack or the Plus variant will become Brave Attack Double Plus, which raises the Brave based on party's total max Brave. It adds 4 Brave hits, and it has greater Brave potency, and it deals more Brave damage to humanoid enemies. As for his HP attack or its plus variant will get a double plus, which raises the brave based on the party's total max bravery. It becomes a 3-hit melee brave HP attack. It moderately raises brave potency more than HP attack plus. It deals more brave damage to humanoid enemies and has a 120% max brave overflow. So at 1 out of 3, Steiner will get something to protect extend attack base up, which raises his initial brave and his attack. At 2 out of 3, he gets stock brave hit plus force advanced buff start. This will add 8 brave hits to stock break, and it raises total brave potency and raises max brave overflow limit, and it also grants Captain of the Pluto Knights buff for 6 turns when the quest starts. Then at 3 out of 3, he gets stock break, brave up, spread up, which raises the brave gain granted to party based on the party's total max brave and raises splash damage. Lastly, his bonus spear is critical raging boost up. It's an A spear that makes it when dealing a critical hit. It raises max brave by 2% up to 5 times, but it's only once per turn. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the boss in Beatrix's event. So this is the Merilith Gloria. It's a Merilith type enemy that is weak to thunder, and it has a chase of 40, and you're also going to fight 2 of them. 2 for co-op, for EX, Cosmos, and for Chaos. So looking at its attacks, it has just a standard brave attack. It has slash as its standard melee HP attack. It has Firaga. It has pouring rods, which is an AoE ranged brave attack. Absolute Chaos is a melee brave attack that raises its brave. It has a higher turn rate when breaking or attacking a broken target. Then it has Advent of Trials. This one you want to be careful with. It's an AoE magic brave attack that can inflict life hex, which saps HP each turn. So you want to be careful when that happens. Next we have Kakara of Effacement. I think that's how it's pronounced. It raises brave when its bravery is less than its initial, and then follows up with an AoE magic brave HP attack that lowers defense. Then we have Abyssal Whirl, which recovers from its break and then does a melee brave HP attack that lowers defense. It has a higher turn rate when breaking or attacking a broken target. Then we have Radiant Vigor, which raises all of its stats. And then Radiant Vigor Plus just raises attack, defense, and speed more than the normal variant. So some alternatives that you can use for this event. For starters, you could use Vayne, since he will have synergy on Beatrix's event. If you already have his EX, and if you max him out to level 70 and have his EX plus, you can use him as well. In terms of like newer EXs, you could probably use someone like Papalamo or Yuri to like deal damage to both of them. You could use Zac or Edge or Warrior of Light as like your guard or like your attention grabber. Edge can also work because his shock ability, it does have lightning built into it, so if you wanted to work with elemental weaknesses, you could use him. And then you could also use everyone's favorite Dragoon Aranea, because everyone loves using her. So that pretty much covers up everything now for Beatrix and for Steiner, so I'm going to head over to Opera Omnia JP so that I can show off Beatrix's abilities. So give me a quick second. Okay, so we're back in Opera Omnia JP now. We are on Beatrix's Lost Chapter, so we're going to start off on the final node. So here's my Beatrix here. I just got her EX actually in JP. Her Lost Chapter came out by the time her event dropped in Global, so that was kind of convenient. So I did a few polls to try and get her LD, and I just happened to get her EX. I do have the rest for gear MLB though. Then I've got Vanille over here. I also got her EX as well. I don't have Steiner's EX though, so I'm not really going to bring him to this video since I can't really show off what his EX does. And then lastly, I've got Vayne over here. He's completely purpled. His boards are all mastered. And I purpled him back when Gladio came out because, you know, he was synergy on his event. So I'm not going to show off too much of what he does though, since I do want the main focus to be on Beatrix. So, ow. We're just going to go in. Alright, and Vayne is first up. Alright, so we're going to demonstrate with a Saint Cloth first. Like that. And then we're going to... Oh, that's right, I don't have her 35 passive on her. Whoops. Okay, yeah, D-Protect doesn't add any extra buffs. I'm going to try and add some additional buffs as well onto the party so that I can show off what else Beatrix can do. Because the thing about Beatrix is that the more buffs that she has, or the more buffs that the party has, she will have plus variants of her attacks. So let's start with Thunder Slash now. Alright, so now that we have, so we've got about 5 on Vayne, and then 8 if we count Vanille, and then we have 11 buffs, so now HP attack and Brave attack now have double pluses. Right, and then Vayne's just gonna go crazy right now, so I'm just gonna do this. Alright, and then we're gonna do a Dispel. Alright, and now we have the boss. Let's do another St. Cloth. Alright, and then we're going to Protect. And I'm just going to do this with Vayne because I want Beatrix to get the kill on this. Alright, and just one more. Look at that, just 1 damage. The initial Brave still goes up though, which can be annoying. Alright, and... oh, that was Vanille's EX that was up. Oh, well. Okay, that's fine. I think this should... alright, that kills it. So that covers up everything for Beatrix, so thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you're going to go for Beatrix or for Steiner's EX, and I will see you guys next time.